Hi everyone, Tori here with today's December Daily Inspiration video. Today I am working on the 9th of December, so I know it's definitely not the 9th, it's almost the end of the month. But the beginning of the month I had pre-recorded those videos, and then now I'm sort of getting into the process videos of the actual days. So I hope that you guys are really enjoying this series, and if you didn't know about it, every day during the month of December I'm posting a December daily inspiration video up on YouTube that you can check out. I have a playlist, and you can go back and look at all of the videos that I posted every day during the month of December to get more December daily related inspiration. And today I am working on the 9th. So this is the tag that I'm going to be using. I did do mixed media on this tag, and if you want to know more about that, I have a video talking all about it. These are the photos that I selected for today, and it's actually a lot more photos than what I had originally planned. If you have watched the last few December daily videos, you know that I've been having sort of a very stressful, overwhelming week, and on the 6th, I decided that the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th would be on one page protector, just to minimize stress and to just make it super easy for myself. That way I could just do the tag and then like one photo and some journaling on the back of the tag. So I still want to put the 9th here, and I still want to use that pocket, but I did get some larger photos that I wanted to include, so those obviously won't fit. So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to have the 9th, and I'm going to have those photos behind there, and then I'm going to have an insert where I'll put these two photos. So I've been really crazy with work, and I did mostly work today, but we also had a work Christmas party at lunch. So we went out for lunch, and so then I was taking photos of everybody at lunch, and I was like, you know, this really should be in my December daily. So I want to include both of those photos of people at lunch, as well as the 9th and just those things there. So I'm going to create that one pocket, and then I'm also going to create an insert. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to start with this pocket, and I'm going to put the 9th in there, as well as this photo of me. I had printed out this photo of my lunch. I had lobster grilled cheese, which was really good, but I'm feeling like I could just put that in my journaling. I mean, the photo's not anything super impressive, so I don't feel like it's necessary to include that, so I'm just going to get rid of that, and I'm just going to include the photo of me. I think it's really important to include photos of yourself in your December daily, like, because sometimes I think we get so concerned about photographing other people or photographing our family that we completely forget to like photograph ourselves. And so I want to really encourage you to include yourself in your December daily, because we change over time and we look different and just things change. So I took this photo of myself because when I was taking the photos of the work people, I got one side of the table and then I got the other side of the table, and I was sitting at the head of the table, so I never actually got myself in a photo. So then I was like, oh, I'll just take a photo of myself, and I just quickly grabbed this selfie like I wasn't even trying, and I think it looks really cute. So I want to include that. I'm going to be on this card, and then these ones will be for the insert. So the first thing I'm doing is just trimming everything down just to get it the size. I printed my photos on my Canon Selfie, which is like the most amazing tool ever. And I did print them with borders because I wanted a white border around the photos for the insert. And I wanted the photo of myself to be slightly smaller. And that's a good trick if you print it off with your Canon Selfie, it'll make it slightly smaller. So then this insert pocket, I believe, was just cut down from a bigger one, so it's not actually sealed along this one side. So I do have my photo fuse tool out so that I can seal the edge. The first thing I want to do, though, is figure out how big it is. So it looks like it's about 6 by 5 1/4. And these photos are definitely not that big, so they won't take up the whole space, but I wanted to put some paper in there. So I grabbed out the papers before or ahead of time, just because I wanted to save some time. And I grabbed out 3, so I obviously won't be able to use 3. These are the papers that I got in the mini kit from the Feed Your Crafts Etsy shop. And these are doodles by Brandy Kincaid. And Brandy is a really sweet friend that I've met online. And she actually sent me the kit as a present. And I'm just really thankful for her. And I'm super excited to play with these papers. So I think I really want to use this present one. I think it will be really cute. So I'm going to start with that one, and I'm going to cut it to the right size. So what did I say this was? This was 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 1/4. Actually, I have to cut it slightly smaller because I'm going to need to seal the edges. So I'm going to cut it down to just under 5, actually, I think. Let's see if that's better. Yeah, I don't need it to go like right to the top. And then in order to seal the side, I just need to cut off like maybe like a 1/4 inch off the side. Perfect. So I think I want that for one side of the photo, maybe this one. This photo will be on this side. And then the other photo is going to be on the other side. And I'm just trying to decide whether I should use the ornament paper or the heart paper. The thing is, I love them both so much, but I think I want to use this heart paper full sheet, so I'm going to save this one, and I'll use this ornament one, and I want to cut it to the same size. So how big did I do this one? See, originally I'd done it 5 1/4, but then now I've done it slightly less than that, so it's 1/8 short of 5 inches. And then this one, I had cut it down by 1/4. So, because the paper is the same size, it's not a big deal. There we go. So I'm going to adhere these two back to back, but not yet. And then the photos will be on either side of this. And they will be in this insert. So I'm going to come back to that one. I'm going to work first on this photo of me on the back. And the first thing I want to do though is I know that the photo of myself is not going to take up the whole space, so I want to cover the back of this so that it doesn't show through. And I think what I'll do is I'll use the leftover strip of that paper so that it matches with the thing. I'm just going to use some double-sided adhesive tape. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done that, and then I'm going to stick down my photo. I realize that a lot of this pattern is actually going to get covered up. That's okay though, I still think it's cute to have the same pattern. Okay, so there we go, I've got the 9, I've got the photo on the back. What I want to do now is just add a little bit of decorations to this, I think. I was thinking maybe of using some stamps. And I think there is one that says like good cheer or something. And I think that would be cute if it could fit there. Maybe this one. This is a stamp that I got last year, I believe from Studio Calico. I don't think it's available anymore. Sorry about that. And it just says good cheer, and I think I'm going to just stamp it right on the photo with this Stays On jet black ink. I always get nervous when I stamp on photos, but I'm just gonna go for it. Good thing I checked whether it was right side up. I mean, the thing is, just go for it. Worst case scenario, you have to like cover it up. Okay, so there it is. It looks good. It didn't stamp perfectly. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use this Sharpie marker and just go over some of the letters just to make sure that they're reinforced. That looks way better. Okay. And I feel like I need a label of some sort. First things first, I want to add the date. Well, I think I can add the date to the other photos, so I won't add a date here, but what I will do is add just a label with some journaling on it. So I have these ones which I got at I believe Walmart, perhaps Winners, which is a Canadian store, and they didn't have a brand, so I just cut them out of the packaging. I just stuck a black one down here, and I'm gonna just add some journaling. So I just said at the P2P, which stands for Plan to Protect, which is the company name, Christmas Lunch, Selfie Time. And then I want to just add a little embellishment, nothing crazy to this. Just feel like it needs something. I have some die cuts in here, and I'm wondering if maybe I could use one of them on the front of this tag, maybe. Like a poinsettia one. I think that would be really pretty. These are from the My Mind's Eye Christmas on Market Street collection. I know there's two pieces like a bracket. I could use those and sort of put one on either side. Like so. Just to add a little bit of pop. I think I like the poinsettia. I just love the red on the green. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. And I'm just gonna use my hot glue gun to stick it down. I'm just gonna put it off to the side, and then I think what I'll do is I have to trim it off so that it'll fit in the page protector. So just trim there. And I'm gonna I want to keep the hole, so I'm gonna use my one hole punch and just punch the hole back in there. There we go. And then just see if there's anything else I want to add. This brad is from the same collection, and it's the same design, and I think it might be cute to have a brad on there. Maybe not on the same side. Actually, it doesn't look bad on the same side. So, but if I put that through there, I have to find something to cover up the other side. But that's okay. So I'm gonna stick that brad there, and then I'm gonna find something. Just make sure it's super tight. I'm gonna find something to cover up this side. Maybe one of these label stickers. This one's cute. It says "Celebrate Always." So it's just a sticker, so I am going to add just a little bit of hot glue, and I'm doing that so that it'll stick onto the brad. I think it will, but I just want to make sure it stays in place. Just see if there's anything else I want to add. Might be cute to add some of these puffy hearts from the Craft Market Crepe, the Crepe Paper Craft Market collection. One of the things I like to do with these packages is I like to take the piece out and staple it to the package. That way I know where it's from, but it's easier to get to, and I hate continuing to pull things out of the package. So by doing that, I don't have to keep pulling it out of the package. I can just leave it in there, and I can have the package, but then it's easier to access. So I'm just grabbing a couple of those puffy hearts and just sticking them down there. I think I'll stick one up here too. Yeah, just two down there and one up there. And then I think it looks good. the only thing is I'm thinking it might be nice to add some enamel dots just on this front side. Or, so I'm opening up my enamel dot stash. I think these rhinestones could just a couple of them on here. So I'm just going to grab a couple. These rhinestones I got at the dollar store. So the whole sheet of like 100 something rhinestones only cost me, I think it cost me $2. So I think it's just cute. Stick 3 down there and then 2 up there with the bride. And that's it. I think I'm gonna just leave it there. Although maybe I could add one more here, but then it's 4 and I don't like odd numbers. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, so that's done. And that is just gonna get stuck in this pocket here. So there we go, we've got all the different days and everything. And then on the back it looks like this. So it's not cohesive necessarily, but I actually like being able to see the different days represented there. So that's that. And then all I have left is the insert. Just gonna put that stamp away, that way I don't lose it. If I don't put stamps away right away, I actually lose them, and then I'm like mad at myself because stamps cost money. So here are the 2 photos, and then here are the 2 pages. I'm going to adhere these back to back, but I actually have an idea for this present one. So I think it would be really cute to use a craft knife and cut around these presents so that the photo can tuck underneath it. So I've done this technique before on my channel, so if you've been watching me for a while, you've probably seen me do this before with paper. So all I'm going to do is using a craft knife, I'm just going to slit along, and I am going to leave just a little bit of the white there. And I basically just trace it with the craft knife, and that way I'll be able to tuck the photo like underneath like that, and the presents will still show up. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut that with my craft knife, and I didn't cut it all the way, I left a little bit on either side. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just tuck my photo behind here. That way the presents are sort of like over top of it, and I think that looks so cute. I'm really excited about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get it where I want it to be. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of washi tape to just hold it in place while I adhere it with some actual score tape. So I think that that is a good location for it. And then I'll just come over here and use some washi tape just to hold it down. And then I'm going to put the score tape on this side. So maybe check out your different papers and see if there's a design on one of your papers that might look good like this, where you use a trimmer to just, or a craft knife just to trim around the image, and then you like layer it on top of a photo. I think it's such a cool technique, and if you have a paper that you really love that you don't want to cover up, this can be like a way that you can deal with it. So I think that looks really cute layered on top of that. Hopefully you guys think so too. And if you don't, well, that's okay too. I like it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this paper down onto the back of here. That way there's just no shifting around, and it'll just keep everything in place. Here we go. So just put these 2 together. There we go. And then this photo will go on top of here. And then I really love this red and white polka dot washi tape, and I actually think it could be really cute on here too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere the photo, and then I'm going to add some of the red. So maybe I should do that first. right now it's got a border of white on it. And I think it could be cute to cover up the white border with washi tape. So still have a border, but just not have it be white. Have it be the washi tape. So I think what I'll do is I'll just fold this down. That way I don't have to trim it off. And I'll just trim off the edge. It looks so festive to me, which is good because it was a work Christmas party. And I actually really love the people that I work with. Like, we have the best staff and such a good working environment. I'm really thankful. I'm really blessed. My mom owns the company and I get to work with my mom and we work really well together. And all of the people that work with us are really fantastic, loving, sweet people. And so we just had a really good time at our work Christmas party. We went to a local restaurant. There we go. So that's done. And I really love it. I think it's super bright and colorful. So I think it's sort of a fun element. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adhere this photo down. And I am going to adhere it slightly down because I know that I want to put like a label up here to do lots of journaling. I realize that like workplaces change pretty often. I mean, we don't have a very high turnover rate, but I know years from now, I'm hoping I wouldn't forget people, but you do, like, and my memory is just so bad I wouldn't remember who some of these people are or what they did or why they were at the Christmas party. So I want to make a list of who was there. There was 13 of us all together. Most of them I would remember, I think, because I just think I would remember them. But, I mean, you never know. Things change, like, 20 years from now. I could look back at this and have no clue who any of these people are. So, hopefully that's not true, but you never know. Okay, there we go. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal up the insert now, and then I'll go back and add the embellishments. So I'm just going to tuck that in there. So this will be like this, or should it? I think I'm going to flip it around so that this photo is first. And the reason I'm doing that is because these two pages will be together, and I want these two pieces of paper to be together, like that and this. Also, the red polka dots is also there, so I think it'll be cute to have that element repeated. So this will be side 1, and that will be side 2. Although this goes really well too. I think this one. Okay, I changed my mind. Ignore everything I just said. So all I do is I tuck it in to the corner, making sure it's really tight in there, and then I'm just going to use my fuse tool, and you can use a ruler, and I would suggest using a ruler. I don't use rulers. I probably should, but I can't be bothered, so I just sort of line it up against the paper and do it. And I like to seal on both sides just to make sure it's extra sealed. And I don't think I'm going to seal at the top, just on that side. So now I can finish decorating or adding embellishments and journaling, and then I'll just stick it back in. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add the date. So I have this stamp. I'm going to use the October Afternoon Roller Date stamp. It's a decade stamp. And I'm using StazOn Jet Black ink. And I'm using these labels, which I got at Walmart or Winners, can't remember. And I think I'll use this red label. I'm going to try really hard not to smudge it. And I'm just going to stick this in the corner here. There we go. And then on this side I want to add some journaling. And I think I'll use a label too, but I'll use a big one. One of the ones that came in the kit. Red. Yeah. So these labels came in the Ali Edwards December Daily kit, and there's this giant red one, which I think is really big, but it's okay. I think it'll look cute up here. I think I'm gonna have it going off the page. I like labels when they go off the page like that. Just think it looks really pretty. Just like that design element. So I'm just gonna put that there, trim it off, and then I'm gonna add my journaling up here. And I'm gonna write the people on both sides on the back. Okay, I lied. I didn't have space to write it all. So this label here just includes the people on this side of the table, because I decided to add their jobs. So that meant that I didn't have enough space. But it's probably good because then you can see the list in order of who is there. So on this side, I will add another one, as in another label. Let's see, I've got a whole bunch of them here. What I'll do is I'll just add one of these long ones. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it all on one of those though. Okay, there we go. I was able to add all of them. So this side has the list of people at this side of the table, and then those labels there have the list of the people who are here. And I just want to add like a title of some sort, and I think I'll add it up there. It would be really good if I could use this, but I don't think I have all the letters. That's too bad. I have other letter stickers though, so maybe I can find another set that I could use. I'm thinking something like this might look nice right up at the top there. I'm going to use this set. And I'm just going to spell P2P Christmas Party. And P2P is, the company is called Plan to Protect, but we often just call it P2P because it's just the short form. And years from now, I'll remember what that is. I know. If not, somebody else in my family will, because it's my mom's company, so I'm pretty sure I won't forget. And I'm sure I listed other places. So just to make sure that my whole title fits, I'm just going to trim down the letter stickers a little bit. Sometimes they add so much white space on the sides of these. So I'm just going to trim them down a little bit. Okay, so I've gone ahead and added the title up there, and I forgot to mention where these letter stickers are from. These are the Pebbles Mini ABC stickers. I've had them for a while, like 2012, so I don't know if they're still available anymore, but I really love these like tile stickers. I enjoy using them, and I like that you can trim them down if you want them to be smaller, but you don't have to, so, and I think they look really cute along the top there. So I have the list of people, I have the title and the date. I feel like it just needs a little something more. What? I'm not sure. Maybe some of these letter stickers? There's two of these stickers that say family. There's one that says family and one that says friends. And I get to work with family and friends, so maybe that could be good. And there's one here that says I love Christmas, so I think I'll just put family and friends, I love Christmas. Just stick it there in the corner. And anything else? I have some red sequins. That could be fun to include, just some red sequins. They look sort of festive. There we go, that's sort of fun. I just added a few sequins along the edges there. And I think it's sort of fun to just have that. And then on this side, I think I'll just add a couple gold stars. Not that many, just a few. Just to bring some of the gold elements from this page into this one. And these gold stars are chipboard stars that come from the 7 paper collection. And I just like to add them in 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. And then I think it's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this in the page protector. Okay, so there we go. So this is the 2 pages for today. I did this pocket and this one. And it flips to both sides. And it'll go in my album like that. So I'm going to grab my album and put it in so that you can see. So this page protector will just go there. And this will go here. And one of the things I forgot to mention was that this page protector is not actually one that comes with the album. It's just a page protector I cut down and then made fit. So there you go. You have 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you flip it over. You can see the backs of those days and you can see this page protector. And I actually really enjoy it. I think it's super fun. You can pull out some of those for some added pieces, and I've got that work photos in there, and it's super colorful and bright, and I love this paper from Feed Your Crafts, and Brandy's doodles are just incredible, so I'm glad that I could highlight it in this way by tucking my photo underneath. Anyways, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed today's December Daily video. Check back tomorrow for another December Daily related inspiration video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always happy to hear from you, and I try to respond to all of your questions as soon as I can, so you will hear a response. Just leave a comment below, and I'm happy to respond. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye.